Oh. Hello there. Oh. Welcome to day 2. Day 2, testing the paraffin stove and a hot tent. Day 1 was a try on, find all the mistakes, well, find some of the mistakes and hope that I've learned from them by now. Right, drawback with the paraffin stove, the price you're running it. That'll hold 6 litres of paraffin. Paraffin's expensive now. That's £18. Anyway, maybe more. And it'll run for maybe 18 hours if you're lucky. More like 16. So that's a wee bit dodgy, isn't it? There's a way around it. The way around it is to use domestic heating oil. It's just a paraffin, it's a different grade. And they say it smells a wee bit more. Well, this is half full of that heating oil. It burns better and it doesn't smell. In fact, I would say it smells less than ordinary paraffin. And ordinary paraffin works out about £3 a litre. That stuff works out at about 70 pence a litre. So it's a quarter of the price. That makes this economical again. So we'll keep trying with this. They say I might need to repair the wick more often. You know, like once a year. I think I can manage that. Anyway, what I've been doing, if I want to boil water, I don't even take the lid off. I just put the can on there. There's enough heat. And later on, I'll take the lid off and we're going to put, I've got a wok lying there. We're going to put that on, see if that works. That's a try on, because I'm going to do a cheap meal on it. But today's all about trying to get it right. So far so good. Now, as you know, in video 1, I run out at 4 o'clock in the morning, run out of oil, paraffin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this off at 6 o'clock for a wee bit, and I'm going to top it up so it'll run right through. As far as heating goes, it's not giving off. Well, the way I'm running it, it's not giving off as much as you would get with a log fire. But do you really want to be sweltering? This, it's running the same as, a wee bit warmer as you would be in your living room. Like at the moment, it's 10 degrees outside. Oh no, I'm wrong. It's dropped, it's 8 degrees outside and 22 degrees inside. Nothing wrong with that. The carbon monoxide, I think that reading's alright. I'm going to get one of them that I can fully understand. That carbon monoxide thing, what it says is if it's dangerous, it goes on a continuous beep. But I'm getting all sorts of numbers, and I'm afraid that the carbon monoxide detector was made, shall we say, in a far eastern country. And the translation from their language to ours, I don't think was done very well. I can't understand it. It's so Japanese to me. Anyway, I'm sitting here warm as toast. This afternoon I'll leave this running and I'll go for a wee walk. No, I might switch it off. I'll go for a wee walk because I need to stretch my legs. I've just been sitting here watching videos because this time it's all about testing this out. because if it works, it might be an alternative to the wood stove. Some people might like it, some people will hate it, but it's a day out and it's something worth looking at, something worth trying on. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'll still show you the blinking video. Anyway, I'm getting a cup of tea and a biscuit, and then I'm going to go for a wander. I'll see you when it gets time to get the walk out and do some cooking. See you later. I'll just let you see where I'm camped up for this. Some of you will recognise it. I won't use the name, but it's down on the Ramsey Galloway. It's on the lower one. It's an area owned by the council that anybody can park on. It's been parked on for generations. I've spoken to people that's been coming here since they were kids, and they're getting on for my age. Well, it's been going on since the Second War anyway. Anyway, there's the tent there, the car. Now I've been taking readings, outside temperatures. There's where it's coming from. I've stuck the thing up there. And I'll just have a look. Now, the council didn't charge for this, but they put these buckets in and service it. It seems to work. There's never any problems. There's another site like it near here, and I will say there can be problems there. In fact, I was going to go to there, but I just didn't fancy it. There's a road brings you, this is the back bit, but you can walk down here and you've got the beach. It's a stony beach, and as you see, some of the camper vans have found it. The council also have put in toilets. They're not great. I think they're locked at this time of year. I'll just try it. No, they're open. That's unusual. And also they've got a, this is for your wastewater. Oh, drinking water, I didn't know this was on. Oh. Now how's that? And it's not costing you anything, and people have been using it for generations. Beautiful. Now this is what happens when people respect things. Okay, they've got the usual signs up. No camping on overnight stays, but everybody does. This is mobbed in the summer, and people will stay here for a week at a time. That's an official campsite along there. No problems, no complaints. Okay, you get some of the locals driving by on that road honking their horns, but do you expect that? And that's it. Yeah, what more can I say? It's a beautiful place, and it's handy for me because, you know, now that I'm having to take it easy until I get the all clear for the hospital, this suits me. It means I can come out. It means I can come out and no distance to carry anything. And it's so far away from, you know, society, shall we say. You never get any bother with idiots. or the party goers. I think they maybe go to another one along the road sometimes, but no, they don't come here because it's always full of motorhomes and tenters. Beautiful, nice one, Dumfries and Galloway Council. For once, you've done something right. I've had a reasonably interesting day. I'll tell you after I've had my dinner what's happened. It's been quite good. Anyway, we're going to see what we can do with a wee bit cooking. We're going to put the wok on. We'll put some heat under it. And I think we'll put a wee bit of water in. Oh, I think I'll turn it down a bit. Now, this is a pack that I got from Aldi's. They seem to be getting into this ready meals. I don't know if it's any good or not. Cost about £3. Chicken Rogan Josh. Get a section of the Rogan Josh and some rice. Now that is, we're going to put the Rogan Josh in first. Oh fuck. There doesn't seem to be a great deal, but that'll be good enough for one. Oh yeah, there's more than enough in there for one. Now, we've got to heat that through, but we've got to heat it through gently, and that is going to be a problem. But let's see how we get on. I noticed that Aldi's had quite a lot of these different ready meals, and also there are quite a selection of the ones that you have to do more work with. But I decided to start with one of these, and maybe next time, if there's a next time, we'll do the harder one. Just gently heat it through. I've refilled the stove for tonight. Well, stove heater, whatever you want to call it. It hadn't used as much as I thought it would have used. It was 11 hours, and it hadn't even used anything like 3 litres. Well, that's it topped right off for the night now. That should be heated through enough. So we'll just throw the rice in and see what happens. Oh. I think maybe a dash of water. Yes, the kits that you get out of Aldi's with everything in them for the stir fries, this would be a very good meal on one of these stoves. As you can see, the wok works perfectly. Now, I'll turn that down a bit. And we'll get it into a Dixie, and then I'll turn the camera around. As always, a good bit of water in, and nothing will stick to the pad. And I don't know how this is going to work, but here we go. I think I need to get a lighting engineer. Right, let's see how this thing tastes. Not bad for a Rogan Josh. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's the rain started again. That's filled a spot. I wouldn't say it's the greatest curry I've ever had. I'm not going to bum it up that much. But I'll tell you, it's better than a dehydrated bag of something. And you saw it yourself, it was the heart. Oh. Anyway, I'm going to get ripped into this, as I always do. Then I'm going to get a cup of tea on, and I'll bring you back once I get a cup of tea or coffee in my hand, and we'll talk about today. Let me get into this, I'll see you later. Oh, meal over. Just having a cup of coffee, then I'll get settled down for the night. I'll get everything cleaned up as much as I can. Get everything laid out for bed. Watch a couple of movies. Have a couple of coffees. You know, the black ones with the harp on the front. Might even have a cigar. Yeah, why not? Finish it right. Anyway, this heater. I've been really trying it out today. At one point, I had it up to 35 or 36 degrees. And Fahrenheit it was up at 95. I wanted to see if it would do it, and it did. Be careful. It's a good bit of kit, but be careful. If I can find the faults, I'll pass them on. Because this is rare and warm. Anyway, I've told you what I'm going to be doing tonight. As soon as I've got this all sorted out, I'm going to settle in for the night and I'm going to have a good night. And unless something horrendous happens, or something really annoying happens, I'll wait till tomorrow before I see you again. And I'll see you maybe around about breakfast time. I'll see you later, friends. See you later. Good morning. A cough. Well, overnight, get that off. The temperature has dropped to 5 outside and inside. I was running at 22, 24. I felt confident with the stove. It was starting to burn all right. So I just left it on overnight. It was maybe on about half power, maybe a wee bit more. A good burn. That's the secret of this stove. Let's get a good burn going. And that way you didn't get any problems with it. So I had quite a good night. Sat and listened, well, I watched videos and then sat and listened to the radio. For watching videos, I've got, I brought along 2 power packs. My original power pack, which is 500 watt, half a kilowatt, and also brought along my all powers one. It's 300 watt. Both have kept me in power. I've sat and watched videos for near enough 48 hours. The reason for that is I wanted to keep an eye on this. We're trying something new. I know it's a wee bit controversial. So, I had to watch it. There was no doubt in my mind that it would work. But, you're dealing with safety. So, you've got to be sensible. The first 24 hours, which was in the previous video, was learning how it would work inside a tent. Okay, this is it's about a 12 feet mountain cattle tent. Your pobblies will be the same. And this is what we're using for hot tents. Yesterday, we found out about how to run the thing. The secrets to running it. And in video 2, which is this one, it's trying to make it better. And We're still in the learning curve, but we've managed to do things a lot better. I heated the tent all day yesterday. Oh, get the bacon on. That's a good frying pan, by the way. That was a cheap frying pan. No, the reason I got it, I think it's sold for folk that are, cooking on top of charcoal or an open fire. But the reason I got it is it fits nicely on top of the heater. Now I've got to say, cooking wise using the heater, power's difficult to control, but any frying pan work, great. Boiling hot water, great. I may say I had the lid of the stove on and I was just using a Dixie like that. Boiled no bother. Good time too. And last night I put that wee wok on. Now that wok just fitted nicely, very secure. Now I could have done a lot more with that, and I intend to. That was Aldi's ready meal. They're meant to go in the microwave. I know I use them a lot because they're easy to heat. But Lidl's, Lidl's probably do as well. They make these kits and it's a wee bit of meat, vegetable and sauce. That and a wok. I've did a couple of them and they're excellent. So is this coffee. So have a look at them, even in the house. But out camping, as I said yesterday, better than just heating up one of these dehydrated meals. Am I biased? No, I just don't like dehydrated meals. I've tried them and, well, they're no for me. I prefer the ex-army ones. They're really good. But anyway, back to this heater. Cooking wise, it's not got the control for doing some things. But I think I can do anything I want on it. And look at this, it's a comfort. I'm sitting here quite comfortably. Great. On the heating the place, now that it's run in, I let it run last night. Okay, I had the carbon monoxide monitor on. But I wouldn't have let it run last night unless I was sure it was okay. The monitor had beeped a few times the first day. But once you get used to it, and the main thing is just get a nice flame all around and it burns as clean as anything. I've been running paraffin in it, which is expensive. Paraffin is about £3 a litre, but I found you can run just as well, maybe even better, domestic heating oil. And that's only 70p a litre. So you know what's in it now, don't you? I don't find any smell. I can smell this bacon, so there's nothing wrong with my smell. Safety. Yes. There is safety concerns. But be sensible. Okay, I had a wee accident yesterday. And if it wasn't for the fact that I'd served a bit of time in the fire service when I was younger, I probably would have lost the tent. And I'm going to tell you what I did wrong. Be honest about it. I want people to enjoy their camping, and this is one way in enjoying camping. Not everybody likes having a wood stove in their tent. This is easier, cleaner. Right, yesterday I went to refill this and I switched it off. But there was still a wee licky flame. And I didn't leave it long enough. And as you know, from my very first video, I had to repair this to get it going. And I told you, if you want to go this way, get one of the dearer ones, maybe about the £100 ones, they look better. Well, this thing, it turns out that the fuel level doesn't work. It's knackered. Yeah, absolutely. Cream puffed. So I'm merrily filling away, and I thought I had plenty of room because it'd been running 12 hours. Aye. I thought, this'll take 4 litres, no bother. Didn't even take 3, and it spilt over. The metal was hot, and I didn't notice it had spilled over at first. And the flame, a very small flame, it was inside, caught the whole lot. Up went the stove, and any residual paraffin went onto the floor, into the grass. I didn't panic, I knew what to do. It makes me worst comes to worst, I've got a second exit in this tent. Either that or I'd be right into the tent. But what I simply did was pick the stove up, put it outside, let the paraffin that was on that burn away. Now, the other paraffin had went into the grass, it went into the ground, and it was burning. So what do? I just threw on my metalwork, this frying pan, the wok, and my Dixies on top of it. That kept the flame down, and it burned for about 10 minutes. If you put accelerant into air, it'll burn. It was a trick that the guys used in the desert during the Second World War. Anyway, just let it burn out. Wee bit of water on it at the end. Something you don't do when it's burning well. But I was lucky. I knew what to do. So what I'm saying to you is, if you decide to buy one of these, and it's worth looking at if you're up for it. It does the job. When it comes to refill time, however cold it is outside, shut the unit off, get it as far off as you can and make sure there's no flickering light, and leave it 10 minutes to cool down. That's the secret, cool down, and then fill it, and you shouldn't have any bother. As I've said, paraffin's about £3 a litre, and they reckon that you'll get about 3 hours out of a litre. You might find that alright, you might not. But domestic heating fluid is 70p a litre. That means you'll run it for about 23-24p an hour, whereas if you're using paraffin, you're running it £1 an hour. Good roll. So, all in all, with a wee bit of practice, I'm checking it out. I think I've got most of the flaws out of it. This is now commissioned. I'll be using it in future hot tent excursions. There's nothing wrong with it. It works. Just be a bit careful and sensible with it. What I would suggest is giving it a good burn at home before you try it on your first outing. By a good burn, I mean run it for maybe 12 hours. Get used to it. Even if you're just putting it in the living room or kitchen or something. Anyway, that's that. And the rest of the day, I know where I can get a cup of coffee. Listoneer's got a friendship calf. They've got 2 today, and one of them isn't far from here. So I'm slowly going to get everything put away and crawl along there and get a cup of coffee. Future videos. I don't know what's lying for me when I get home, but I think I've got a couple of torches. One for my normal firm and one for another firm. So that'll be that. And I've got a couple of walks planned. It's all good, you can always find something to do. I enjoy it. Anyway, Paraffin here. Big success in my view. I'm very happy with it. Give it a try if you like. Feel free to slag me off something rotten in the flaming comments, lads. That's what I want. I want opinions. It's held better than the big buddy heater anyway, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, I'm getting into my coffee. So, you know what's coming up? Ding! Hello there. That's a sign up. Subscribe. Buy me a coffee if you want. And I'll see you in the next video. See you later, folks.